G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aaron Whitnell, this is ACWSport, and here are my predictions for the Champions League Match Day 4. Starting off in Group H and at Wembley Stadium, where Tottenham Hotspur host Real Madrid. Now, since drawing in the Bernabeu, Tottenham destroyed Liverpool at Wembley, but have been brought back down to earth after defeats to West Ham in the League Cup and Manchester United at the weekend. Real Madrid, on the other hand, they suffered a shock 2-1 defeat to Genoa at the weekend, and it was a real kind of awakening, I think, for both sides this weekend. Now, coming into this game, Tottenham have seemed absolutely fantastic in the Champions League so far. And if Harry Kane plays, I honestly reckon they've got every chance of getting a point again, which is why I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, because neither side is in particularly good form. Ronaldo isn't in the best strike rate at the moment. He actually has the worst conversion rate in Europe at the moment in any of the top 5 leagues, which is quite surprising, obviously, with Ronaldo's stature. And obviously, if Harry Kane scores, he is important to Tottenham as Ronaldo is to Real Madrid. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in that game if Kane plays. If he doesn't, I think Madrid might just sneak the win. But I'm going for the draw. In the other game in that group, Dortmund host ACWSport at home. Now, after obviously having a shock draw in ACWSport last time out and losing at the weekend to Hanover and losing top spot in the Bundesliga to Bayern Munich, I think Dortmund are going to want to put a good performance in front of their own fans. So I'm going to go for an easy 3-0 home win to Dortmund over ACWSport. I'm going to go Yarmolenko to score and also Aubameyang to get a brace as well. Group F sees Manchester City travel to Napoli in what is probably going to be their hardest away fixture so far this season. Napoli still top of Serie A and still unbeaten. And they gave City a fairly good game at the Etihad. For the big games, Napoli always seem to get a good crowd, very loud, very passionate. So it could be quite an intense atmosphere the City is playing, which is why it could be such a big test. But I think City will overcome Napoli. I'm going to go Manchester City 2, Napoli 1 in that game. I'm going to back Kevin De Bruyne and Gabriel Jesus to score for City in that game. So yeah, big win for City, and that will take them through to the knockout stages for me. The other game in that group sees Shakhtar hosting Feyenoord. I honestly think Shakhtar will run out 2-0 winners over Feyenoord. Shakhtar have looked very good. For me, it's going to be between them and Napoli as to who qualifies out of this group behind City. And I'm looking forward to that showdown in the coming weeks. But yeah, I just think it'll be a fairly comfortable home win for them this time round. Group C sees Chelsea travel to Roma. And after the wonderful game we had at Stamford Bridge, Roma really caught Chelsea by surprise, ending 3-3. I honestly think this game will also end in a draw. I'm going to back Chelsea to go there and get what is a fairly decent point, because Roma can be a tough place to go. Chelsea's form, they've picked up a couple of hard-fought victories. They looked very good against Bournemouth, but they weren't so good against Watford, but still managed to win. I just think, I don't think they'll lose, but I also don't think they're going to win this game just simply because of the fact their form is still a little bit indifferent, and the Olympic Stadium is quite a hard place to go in Europe. So I'm going to go Roma 2, Chelsea 2 in that game. And I'm going to back Hazard and Morata to score for Chelsea in that game. So, that's the score I'm going for there. Atletico, after they were shockingly kind of drawn against, I guess, in Qarabag a couple of weeks ago, they host Qarabag at home now. I think, again, after drawing at the weekend, losing a bit more ground in the title race, I think they're going to want to put on a good performance for the home fans. I'm going for a 3-0 win to Atletico Madrid over Qarabag. I'm going to back Antoine Griezmann to get a hat-trick in that game. Group A sees Manchester United host Benfica. If they win, they qualify, and I think United will. I'm going Manchester United 3, Benfica 0 at Old Trafford. I'm going to back Romelu Lukaku to get a brace, and I'm going to back Marcus Rashford to get on the score sheet for Manchester United in that game. The other game in that group sees Basel host CSKA Moscow. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Basel in that game just because they've looked very good, and I think they're going to qualify second behind Manchester United in the group as well. Group E sees Liverpool hosting Maribor. They destroyed Maribor away from home 7-0 in the last game. I don't think they'll score 7 again. I'm going 5-0 to Liverpool in this game. I'm going to back Firmino to get a hat-trick and Salah to get a brace in that game for me. In the other game, last time out, Sevilla fell apart against Spartak Moscow, losing 5-2. Even though they dominated the game, I don't think the same's going to happen here. I'm going to back Sevilla to get revenge. I'm going 2-1 to Sevilla in that game and get their Champions League season back on track after that shocking blip. Group B sees Celtic hosting Bayern Munich. We knew that Bayern were going to beat Celtic in the Allianz. I'm expecting them to do the same at Celtic Park as well, but I do think Celtic will get on the score sheet at home if their crowd really get behind them. I'm going for Celtic 1, Bayern Munich 3 in that game. I'm going to back Lee Griffiths to get on the score sheet for Celtic. I wouldn't even be surprised if Celtic took the lead either. Or maybe equalised after Bayern take the lead. But I'm going to back Lewandowski, Muller and Thiago to score for Bayern Munich in that game. The other game in that group is PSG hosting Anderlecht. PSG carrying on their fantastic form at the weekend. Cavani now has 64 goals in 64 games for PSG, which is amazing. I'm going for a 5-0 win for them over Anderlecht. I'm going to back Mbappe, maybe even to get a hat-trick at home, and Cavani to get 2 in that game for me. Group D sees Barcelona travel to Olympiacos. Barca have really kept just grinding out results. They picked up a good win at Bilbao at the weekend. I think they're going to run out with another 2-0 win here at Olympiacos. I'm going to back Messi and Suarez to get on the score sheet for them there. Juventus, they travel to Sporting. Sporting gave Juventus a real go last time out, but I think Juve again will just have too much strength for them. I'm going 2-0 to Juventus in that game. I'm going to back Dybala and Higuain to get on the score sheet there. And then in the final group, Group G, Besiktas, they travel to Monaco. Besiktas, all they need to do is win, and they have qualified from the group top as well. They've been this year's surprise package, and I think they will win. Besiktas 3, Monaco 1 in that game. And then the final game sees Porto hosting Leipzig, and I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in that game. So those are my predictions for the Champions League Match Day 4. Please comment below. Let me know if you agree with my predictions, and let me know what your predictions are. I'll be back tomorrow with my Premier League Week 10 review, and back later on this week with my Champions League Match Day 4 review. Please don't forget to subscribe to ACWSport, and I will see you guys again soon.